Kamala Harris dissed Prime Minister Netanyahu by not meeting him at the airport and not presiding over the Senate during his speech. Instead, she was at a sorority addressing her sorority sisters because that was more important. Oh my gosh, what disrespect to our closest ally in the Middle East. Yesterday, Bibi Netanyahu was invited and appeared before a joint session of Congress. And normally, the president of the Senate presides over such meetings. The president of the Senate is the vice president, and that's Kamala Harris. There's a very famous picture of her sitting behind Zelensky when he came, holding up the Ukrainian flag in show of solidarity with the Ukrainian war of defense against Russia. Astoundingly, she decided not to appear. She didn't greet him at the airport as is normal. She didn't welcome him to the Senate because she said she had a prior commitment to appear with a sorority back in the Midwest. And so she wasn't there. Instead, she was here. And the amount of disrespect shown to our closest ally in that part of the world, and maybe our most important ally around the world, delivered a message loud and clear. Either I don't like you, I don't respect you, I don't like your country, or a combination of all of that. And her recent commentary in the last several weeks about the tragedy in Gaza, she never mentioned the hostages, she never mentioned the slaughter. She just is worried about Gazans being hungry when the world has investigated and there's more than enough food. And if Hamas wasn't stealing it, they'd be getting 3,000 calories per person per day, which is more than the world requirements and exceeds many Western countries. Why wasn't she there? Obviously, I know she was campaigning to round up Democrat votes for the November election. But what's the real reason?
Honestly, no excuse. There is no excuse whatsoever that President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, someone, even Secretary of State, let's say Antony Blinken, that no ranking U.S. government official was at the airport to greet Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife when they stepped off that plane. That is disgraceful. And I don't care what the excuse is. That should not have happened. I understand that she is, and today, I think it is today, actually has met privately with Prime Minister Netanyahu. Okay, fine. But that doesn't take away from the very public arrival of the Prime Minister and his wife coming off of that airplane at the airport with no one there of rank, high rank, to meet them and greet them. That should never have happened. Why? Again, this is an election year, and the only thing that my mind can go to is pandering to a certain electorate that does not want to see our top level officials on a friendly basis with Prime Minister Netanyahu and his government in Israel.
Sadly, agreed.